People are everywhere. They live all over the globe and have all sorts of customs. Although we are different and each and every person is their own special snowflake, we all need to empty our bowels somewhere. The John, the porcelain throne, the loo, the crapper are all where we go do our dirty business. In this day and age, many people take for granted the plumbing system that has given us the gift to flush our problems down the drain forever. Although there were many who contributed, Thomas Crapper was the most influential in culture, if not in deed. Here's his story. As far back as ancient Mesopotamia, people have had their ways of dealing with waste. Public latrines, or a big ditch where you go do your business, were common. Privacy was not. Germs were everywhere, and in a shared space it spread things like dysentery, cholera, and typhoid. By the Middle Ages, many of the wealthy families had commode stools, which allowed them to deposit their waste in a box where a servant could carry the box away. As populations grew, so did the need for a flushing toilet system. In 1596, Sir John Harington designed the first flushing toilet for Queen Elizabeth, and although it had a flushing mechanism, it stunk like sewage. So in 1775, Scottish inventor Alexander Cumming added a bend in the drain pipe which provided a barrier to the gas from the sewage. Called the S-trap, it would prevent the air from traveling back up the pipe by collecting water in the bend. It wasn't perfect, however, and was greatly improved into a U-shaped bend by none other than Thomas Crapper. Thomas Crapper was born in 1836 and was eventually apprenticed to his brother George, who was a master plumber. In 1861, Crapper set out to become a sanitary engineer with his own shop, but it wasn't until the 1880s when Prince Albert hired Crapper and his company to install plumbing and lavatories in his Sandringham house that Crapper finally arrived, a royal flush, so to speak. His claim to fame, however, was not really the flushing toilet. What Thomas Crapper did was bring the toilet to the showroom. During Victorian times, anything associated with elimination was taboo, meant to be hidden from sight. Hence the euphemisms like bathroom, water closet, and restroom. He set up showrooms, publicly displaying bathroom items like toilets and sinks. Scandalous. Crapper did improve the toilet, however. Most toilets had an S-bend in the flushing mechanism. Crapper discovered that changing the shape from an S to a U greatly improved its efficiency. Unlike its S counterpart, it did not need an overflow and would not dry out. Although Crapper did have 9 patents, none were for the flushing part of the toilet. It has been said that during World War I, American soldiers stationed in England would use cisterns with the name Thomas Crapper Company on them. Hence the term, "I'm going to use the crapper." The origin of the word dates back long before Thomas Crapper was even born. The word crap is actually of Middle English origin and predates its application to bodily waste. It's most likely a combination of 2 words, from the Dutch krappen, meaning to pluck or cut off, and the Old French krap. In English, it was used to refer to the chaff and also to the weeds and rubbish. Its first recorded use of bodily waste appeared in 1846, 10 years after Crapper was born, under a reference to a crapping ken or privy. Today, many people enjoy the use of the bathroom sink, flushing toilets, and the glorious U-shaped bend that gives us a clean and fresh-smelling lavatory. Well, that and some air fresheners. Although he didn't invent the toilet or the flushing mechanism, Thomas Crapper contributed to its efficiency and its acceptance in contemporary conversation. It's easy to see why so many people associate him with the toilet. After all, his name means, well, it sounds like, who gives a crap?